By the end of this video, I will convince you to try out Our Creators. I wouldn't say this if I didn't know it's a game you'll 100% want to play. You will love Our Creators, just like all of us who tried it in the closed playtest. After the test, I remember I said, I've never enjoyed gaming this much ever since I was a kid. Our Creators nails every single thing it tries to do. The game checks all the boxes to not only be successful, but also to become the next big thing in multiplayer gaming. But what is Our Creators? Very quickly, it's an extraction shooter set in a future where Earth has been taken over by deadly machines called the Ark. You play as a raider, heading to the surface from underground shelters to gather supplies, fight enemies, and try to make it alive. Each raid is a unique adventure and a battle for survival. You'll face tough robots, other players, and the constant risk of losing everything if you fall. But if you escape, you keep your loot. Weapons, armor, materials, and resources you can use to craft new gear, upgrade your equipment, and level up your character to take on even greater challenges. Every run pushes your progression forward. The stronger you get, the deeper you can go, and the bigger the rewards, but also higher the risks. It's tense, thrilling, and full of strategy. Every raid is a new chance to prove what it takes to survive. It's also packed with teamwork. Whether you're coordinating with friends or improvising with strangers, every raid is another opportunity to show off your skills and outsmart other players and robots. Now, here are 25 solid reasons, concrete evidence, why this game is gonna be huge, and why you should jump into it sooner rather than later. Because I know you'll play it at some point anyway. 1. Our Creators is not what you think it is. You probably think it's just another slop in the same oversaturated genre that everyone is sick of. But hear me out. Our Creators is not just another Escape from Tarkov clone. It sets itself apart in so many ways and brings something truly unique to the table, with tons of things it does excellently, which we're about to talk about. 2. Our Creators is for everyone. It appeals to many different types of gamers. Not only Extraction fans, but so many COD, Battlefield, Destiny, and the Division players enjoy the game. Dedicated first-person shooter lovers who don't like third-person were surprised that they loved it once they tried. Even many non-multiplayer gamers confess they had tons of fun in the limited time they had in the test. Console or PC, mouse or controller, it just clicks. 3. You're a lone wolf? This game is for you. You like playing with a squad and doing teamwork? This game is also for you. As someone who tried both, I can tell you the two experiences are different in great ways. Raiding solo feels like a gritty single-player campaign journey where every choice matters. Raiding with a squad is full of action, clutch revives, and unforgettable moments you'll talk about for days. 4. It's super easy to dive in with accessible mechanics. The UI and menu navigation are clean and simple. You are not overwhelmed by anything, so you start enjoying the game right off the bat. Later, things get as deep as you want. Builds, mods, crafts, but you don't need to worry about any of that at the beginning. Everything is as streamlined as possible, so it never becomes a burden. It's easy to learn, and how to master design makes it appeal to a large audience, unlike most other extraction shooters. 5. Besides individual raids having a dynamic flow, the whole game pushes you forward with a captivating progression system and a constant sense of growth through character levels, skills, loots, quests, workshop benches, crafts, free track and battle pass, and more. It puts you in an addictive game loop. Plus, you can challenge other players by taking on trials, the competitive side of ARK. And if you ever feel like you've consumed all the content and want more, the game still gives you reasons to play, which I'll talk about near the end. You want to hear that? 6. The game is on PC, PlayStation, and Xbox with cross-play and cross-progression options, so you have literally no excuse. 7. Our Creators is the actual next-gen we've been promised. It gives the quality many AAA titles failed to deliver with $70 price tags. 8. Our Creators is technically excellent, almost flawless. And I'm only talking about our experience 6 months ago, in a closed test version of the game, not the fully polished final release. Even in that state, the game felt totally ready for launch. Our experience was clearer than almost all modern games at release, which made us believe the full release was only a few weeks away. 9. ArcRaiders is an optimization masterpiece, and here's proof. Tell me a AAA game that can give you 118 frames in 4K without AI upscaling like DLSS. It's hands down the smoothest running Unreal Engine 5 game developed so far. It should be taught in academies on how to optimize a game, and Randy should join the lesson so he won't suck in the next Borderlands. 10. ArcRaiders stands out with its beautiful visual quality. The graphics are stunning, and the art direction pulls everything together into a world that's coherent and pleasing to look at. The game looks so good that any screenshot you take can turn into a wallpaper. 11. The audio in ArcRaiders is groundbreaking and will be remembered as industry-leading. And no, I'm not exaggerating. The sound design is unlike anything you've heard. It's by far the best audio mix you can ever hear in a game. Every sound is crisp and has a distinct profile that stands apart. The footsteps, opening doors, whine of drones, the voice of robots, the echo of gunfire across steel and concrete. It's hypnotizing. 12. Combine that audio with the gorgeous visuals and world design, and it's impossible not to get swept up by the ambience. ArcRaiders provides one of the most immersive atmospheres you can find. The shifting weather, low-light areas, and the environmental effects just pull you in and don't let go. "13. ArcRaiders finds the sweet spot between realism and fun in movement. Animations look grounded and coherent with the environment, but movement is still smooth and responsive. You can vault, climb, slide, and reposition quickly. You can even find mobility gadgets like zip lines and grappling hooks that let you go creative and open new ways. 14. Not only movement, but also the gunplay sits in that perfect balance between realism and fun. Shooting and killing feels fantastic. And guess what? The game doesn't even use hit markers. Every shot gives natural visual and audio feedback without needing artificial indicators. God, it feels so satisfying. And instead of only relying on guns and grenades, you can also construct barricades and set up traps for 200 IQ plays. Not like Fortnite though, don't worry. 15. With the game staying in the higher time to kill zone, meaning players die slower, fights with other players get intense and often turn into epic battles with flanks, repositioning, and lots of action. But that doesn't mean every encounter must end in a kill. Proximity chat lets you communicate however you want. Wanna team up? Ask. Wanna bluff someone into a trap? Not encouraged, but you can try. "16. The AI robots are a blast to fight. One of the biggest reasons is that, just like players, robots have incredibly realistic reactions and animations. It feels great to see your bullets knock back robots and tear off their plating. The game is packed with high-quality animations and blend seamlessly. We're talking about The Last of Us level attention to detail here. 17. Robots have sharp senses and feel smart. Each enemy type is unique and poses a real threat, with bigger ones being extremely dangerous. Dangerous enough that you're encouraged to team up with other players to take them down, which creates a natural PvPvE dynamic. This dynamic also perfectly fits the game's narrative. See, on top side, every player is a survivor where there is no rule. But they're also human in a world they no longer rule. They're not the apex predator anymore. They are prey. Oh my God. 18. ArcRaiders doesn't bombard you with lore right away. It does a great job of slowly presenting its world with small hints about where you are, why you're there, and what your goals are. The game is set in a post-apocalyptic dystopia with a retro sci-fi theme. You pick up fragments of stories, overhear chatter in shelters, and piece together the fall of the old world. 19. Every map feels handcrafted rather than procedurally generated. You can sense the history of every area. Wrecked satellites, collapsed cities, abandoned labs. Everything tells a story. It's not just a battlefield, it's a living world that invites exploration. Occasionally, live events mix up sessions, like night raids, so the same location can feel fresh and risky in new ways. Different zones change how you approach PvPvE, with varied sidelines and verticality. 20. You had an adventurous raid, now it's time to make your way out of Topside. But it's no easy task. You want to go home to the underground city? You must earn it. Extracting happens in a totally unique way. Head to an elevator or subway, press the button, and call for a ride. That triggers an alarm for nearby arc robots and other raiders. You'll have to hold your ground, or at least survive until your ride arrives. Then you get in and launch it from the terminal. Those who make it inside the elevator or train return home. The rest stay topside. The whole process is packed with tension and usually ends in absolute chaos. No other game in the genre handles extraction like this.
Hey, you out there, can you chunk kill that guy? He's not that clever.
Got him.
Thank you.
Stay here, bro. Stay here. Leave. Oh, fuck. Hey, let's all leave, bro. Let's all leave, bro. Let's all leave. Alright, friendly, I guess. Alright, bye-bye, guys.
21. Music. Arc Raiders has so many lovely tracks that have already become iconic among the community. The aura of the game gets even better with the soundtrack playing in the background. Each track hits a different mood. Melancholy, hopeful, eerie. I plug my earbuds in and enjoy the soundtrack even in the gym. 22. Remember I told you the game offers more if you consume all the content? As you play, you also progress toward projects. And if you choose to complete them, you'll reset your character-related progression in exchange for special rewards and bragging rights, similar to Prestige and other games. Instead of forced, schedule-based wipes, Arc Raiders offers an entirely optional progression reset system, so you never feel stressed. 23. Arc Raiders lets you make your raider feel like your raider. You can personalize your look with different skins, hairstyles, outfits, helmets, backpacks, accessories, and emotes. Even Scrappy, your buddy, gets customization options. Beyond cosmetics, you can also shape your playstyle. Modify your weapons with attachments and mods that change handling, recoil, and accuracy. You can build your abilities from the skill tree to match your raider's personality. 24. Every single creator streamer who tried Arc Raiders fell in love with it. Some of them said, "This game has no right to be this good." I genuinely think this will be the game of the year. Arc Raiders will revolutionize the genre. It's such a great feeling when you're playing something and every mechanic just flows so naturally together. Everyone I played with is sighing with relief that we have a neat game on our hands. 25. The game is so good that it scares EA and Activision, so both decided to censor it. EA blocked Arc Raiders on the EA app, and Call of Duty Black Ops 7 censored it in the chat. Both stepped back from the decision after we noticed them, but these big names seem to be scared of Arc Raiders, which makes me compare Arc Raiders to a honey badger scaring off big cats. So you made it this far, which means you either just decided to get Arc Raiders or you already have it. If you think I couldn't convince you to play the game, you're wrong. Trust me, you will join us soon. And now that you're a raider like us, you must subscribe and catch me live here on YouTube or Twitch, because we'll have so much fun together. Links in the description.